Why is your insurance so competitive?
Take a stab at that.
Okay.
And it'll be two answers.
Okay.
So first, the PEO owns their insurance carrier, and they determine the risk and the pricing and any discounts for each individual client because they own the insurance carrier. Secondly, processing payroll and providing HR services provided at lower cost due to the PEO's payroll volume. Last year, the company's gross revenue was in excess of $2 billion. So when you compare that to a company that has a gross revenue, let's say of $100 million, and most of your trucking companies don't, they can't process payroll for the cost of what I can based upon the volume. They can't get the discounts on their workers' comp, and that's solely based upon the volume that we do. So we're going to pass that savings back to the clients, so they'll be able to share in the discounts that we have.
Fantastic. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, are you full coverage, or do I need to get a certain type of insurance from another agency, you know, something to kind of complete the pie, or do you cover everything?
As if that question is directed to me, we provide the workers' compensation. And again, as I said, taxes, wage deductions, child support. We don't provide the general liability or any other trucker insurance. That would be referred over to another agency to handle those type of situations, such as Ed. Or if it's something where we can't meet the workers' comp need, then it would be, you know, that would be something that Jerry would be able to handle, because we do have minimums.
Okay. All right. Ed or Jerry, would you like to comment on it?
I can jump in that. I think the biggest thing that we would have to offer is, from a competitive standpoint, is we have a myriad of companies, from domestic carriers like the IATs, the Northfields, you know, the standard, what you would know as domestic carriers, and we have the Lloyd's of London, which would be the non-admitted type of companies that actually will cover motor truck cargo. They'll cover the auto physical damage. They'll cover the trucker legal liability, things like that. So they're the one competitive advantage, I would say, from our standpoint, from our business. We're called the managing general agent. So we represent, you know, probably over 300 companies at our disposal. So with 300 companies, we have probably 50 or so that are trucking related, and we can use those companies, whether it's for a trucking liability or a physical damage or a motor truck cargo, and trying to find the best prices and terms for all those throughout that. We have a single office that kind of handles most of our trucking. We have a young lady from Carolina Casualty that used to work for them for about 20 years. So we have an office of about 25 people that only do trucking liability and garage type of operations.
Wow. Okay. Jerry, did you have anything you want to speak on?
Yeah, I can tell you what we do, because as I told you, when it comes to the other lines like liability and physical damage, we refer that to the department of somebody like Ed. But what we do is that we do act as a consultant at that point, and it's kind of nice because you have some educated eyes looking at the policy. We'll evaluate the policy for the client and show them ways that maybe you might cut coverage here or add coverage here, make sure that they have the right coverage and they're not paying too much money. So that's just an added service that we do. And again, since we have nothing in it, we're not getting by getting commissions on it. There's nothing to us to try to sell you one way or the other. It gives you a fair appraisal.
Got you. Yeah, thank you so much, gentlemen. So do you all take